I'll show you how to make this palm sugar and coconut jelly in just 15 minutes. Yum. Hi, it's Sarah from New Malaysian Kitchen. Welcome to my organic edible garden with over 50 species of local edible plants. If you haven't already, subscribe for easy, healthy, tasty Asian recipes. Today I'm going to show you a very common plant used in Asian cuisine, especially our dessert. This is the pandan bush. You can't eat it, but you can extract fragrance and flavor out of it. Later in the kitchen, I'm going to tell you a few tips to extract the most fragrance out of pandan so that you don't waste anything. This plant grows easily in our tropical weather. When I first got it, it's only this small. Now it's as tall as me. I'm going to get a few leaves. We need to cut it from the bottom here. Got it! Let's get back into the kitchen. This is where my family cooks every day and where I teach my cooking class. I've got all the ingredients here for our Agar-Agar Gula Melaka. We've got 5 important ingredients for this recipe and I'm going to tell you how to prepare them one by one. Pandan is a very important ingredient to make this dish extra fragrant. But if you don't have it, it's okay. You can do without it, but there's just something missing. We're going to tear this up. This gives it a bigger surface area, which means that the fragrance can be extracted even faster. Next, we're going to tie it up. It should look like this. Agar-agar is algae from the sea. Originally, it looks like this. It's made into powder form. I'll show you how it looks like. In this recipe, I'm going to use the powder form because it's more convenient and it's faster to cook. This takes a while to melt. I use packet coconut milk. This recipe calls for 200 ml of coconut milk. It's just a little bit less than 1 cup. When Auntie Mani taught me this recipe, she used 250 grams, about 5 cubes of this, but my mother preferred it less sweet, so I'm only using 200 grams, which means 4 pieces of this. You know it's of good quality if you can just slice it like that. If you want to know more about these palm sugar, you can check out my blog newmalaysiankitchen.com. Crack an egg. You can use any mold, a beautiful one like this. This is from Auntie Mani. She also taught me how to make this recipe. Thank you, Auntie Mani. I love this mold. You can use a cake pan, you can use a bowl, anything you have in hand. But for me, I prefer to use this see-through tray. Now that we've got all the ingredients ready, we can start cooking. The first thing we're going to do is to make palm sugar syrup. Now we're going to put the Gula Melaka or palm sugar into the pot. We cut it into smaller pieces so that it's easier to melt. Pandan leaves. And then we will pour this hot water inside, 1 liter. Turn on the fire. We're going to close the lid so that it wouldn't evaporate too much because we're going to boil it for about 5 to 10 minutes. After a few minutes, you can come and check it out. It has all melted because I cut the palm sugar into small pieces. But look at the pandan, it's still green. We want it to be browner in color. That's when all the goodness is extracted out of it. We're going to let it cook for a few more minutes. I'm making your favorite agar-agar.
Oh, good.
What did you feel the last time? What happened?
I didn't put the egg properly, I think.
So what happened?
It didn't separate it into 2 layers.
The sugar syrup is ready. So it has all melted and you can see this leaf is not so bright green anymore. How does it smell?
Smells good.
Yeah, we're gonna have jelly for dessert. tonight.
Okay. Bye.
Next, we're gonna add all the ingredients one by one. The first thing is our agar-agar powder. Make sure it melts. And then we're gonna add in coconut milk and a bit of salt. Now the color has changed. Pinch of salt. Lastly, we're gonna add in an egg. This is the most important step. Whether you get 2 layers of the dessert or not depends on this. We're gonna add the eggs and stir it quickly. And then we're gonna turn up the fire. We want it to boil violently. We're waiting for the solution to bubble. Now you can see that it starts to bubble. Come over. It should be bubbling like this. Be very careful. If your pot is small, at this time it might just flow out. So that's why I use a big pot. I just need to pour it into this tray. You know it's successful when it looks like this. Can you see that 2 layers? And I'm just gonna leave it under the fan and cool for maybe 30 minutes. When it cools, put it into the freezer. After 30 minutes, it's ready! Now we need a knife to slice it into small pieces. You don't have to leave this in the fridge overnight. 30 minutes in the freezer will do. Make for you. You always ask me to make it for you.
Yes.
Now I'm showing it to my friends as well. What do you think?
It's nice.
Why do you like
It's
it?
good.
Why you always ask me to make it?
I love dessert. I love agar-agar.
If you want more recipes like this, you can check out my playlist over there.
If you like it, you give a thumb and then you subscribe.
Thank you, Mommy.
Thank you.
Bye.